Have you ever stood right here in the dog food aisle, staring at a wall of 50 different colorful bags, completely paralyzed? This one says farm fresh. This one has a wolf on it. This one costs $12 and this one costs $90. You feel lost, you feel confused, and all you want to do is make the right choice for the dog you love more than anything. But what if I told you that this entire aisle is a multi-billion-dollar marketing machine designed to sell to you, the human, not what's scientifically best for your dog? What if the beautiful bag you're buying is a masterpiece of marketing, but a failure of nutrition? And what if the very kibble you pour into your dog's bowl every single morning is actively cutting their beautiful life short? As a veterinarian with over a decade of experience, I see the tragic results of poor nutrition every single day. But today, we are going to fix it, together. Before we dive in, do me a favor, drop a comment below right now and tell me the age and breed of your dog. I want to know exactly who we're protecting today. I'm Dr. Emma. We are going to expose the red flags, identify the safe harbors, and give you the confidence to walk down that aisle and make the best possible choice for your dog. And make sure you stay with me until the very end of this video, because I'm going to reveal the exact 5 brands that veterinary nutritionists actually trust. First, you have to understand the game. Dog food bags are designed with pictures of juicy steaks, wild salmon, and fresh blueberries to appeal to your human brain. They use emotional words like holistic, natural, and ancestral, but these words often have no legal, scientific definition in the pet food world. A picture of a wolf on the bag does not mean the food inside is what a wolf needs. Your Pomeranian is not a wolf. Their nutritional needs are completely different. They use brightly colored kibble, reds, greens, and oranges, to make the food look more appealing to you. Your dog is largely colorblind. They don't care. Those colors often come from artificial dyes that can be linked to health issues. They serve absolutely no nutritional purpose. But the most deceptive trick they use is something most pet parents have never heard of. It's a perfectly legal but incredibly deceptive practice called ingredient splitting. Here's how it works. You look at the front of the bag, you read the ingredient list, and you see chicken as the very first ingredient. You feel great thinking you're buying a meat-based food, but then you look closer at ingredients 2, 3, and 4. Peas, pea flour, pea protein. If you were to combine all of those different pea ingredients into one, their total weight would likely be 3 times heavier than the chicken. Suddenly you realize you didn't buy a chicken-based food. You paid $80 for a bag of pea base like it was mostly meat. It's a shell game, and your dog's nutrition is what's at stake. So let's talk about what to run from. I place the most problematic foods into 2 major categories. Category 1. The extreme budget foods. I understand financial constraints, but some of these foods cut corners in dangerous ways. Red flag number 1, unnamed meats. If the ingredient list says meat meal or animal byproduct meal without naming the animal, you have no idea what you're getting. It's a mystery meat slurry. Red flag number 2, artificial dyes. Look for names like Red 40, Yellow 5, and Blue 2. They serve zero purpose and are purely for marketing. Chemical preservatives. Be wary of synthetic preservatives like BHA, BHT, and ethoxyquin, which have been controversial for their long-term health effects. Beg diets. This is the one that shocks most people. I'm talking about boutique brands with exotic meats. These are often the most expensive, most beautifully packaged foods in the store. For years, grain-free was the biggest marketing trend. But a few years ago, the FDA began an investigative link between these diets and a serious, life-threatening heart condition called related cardiomyopathy. The primary concern is with diets that replace traditional grains with high amounts of peas, lentils, chickpeas, and potatoes, especially when paired with exotic teens like kangaroo or duck. The problem isn't that peas are bad. The problem is a lack of research. We don't have decades of data on how these formulas affect canine health long-term. Choosing one of these diets is choosing to be part of an uncontrolled nutritional experiment. Just last year, I had to treat a 4-year-old golden retriever named Bailey, who went into severe heart failure. Her owners were devastated. They thought they were doing the absolute best for her by buying the most expensive in the store. I will never risk my patients' lives on an experiment, and neither should you. Now, let's talk about the biggest secret the dog food industry doesn't want you to know: carbohydrates. By law, pet food companies are not required to list the percentage of carbs on the bag. Why? Because if they did, you would be shocked. Many popular grain-free kibbles contain 40, 50, or even 60% carbohydrates. Your dog has no nutritional requirement for this massive carb load. In their body, these excess carbs convert to sugar, which fuels inflammation and is a primary driver of the canine obesity epidemic. But you can outsmart them. Here's how you calculate the hidden carb content yourself. Find the guaranteed analysis on the bag. You're going to take 100 and subtract the percentage of fat, subtract the percentage of moisture, and subtract the percentage of ash. If ash isn't listed, just use a placeholder of about 8%. The number that's left over? That's the percentage of carbohydrates they didn't want you to see. It's not just about the food you buy. It's about how you handle it. Home mistake #1, overfeeding. A landmark study proved that lean dogs live, on average, nearly 2 years longer than their overweight littermates. Keeping them lean matters. Obesity puts devastating stress on their joints, heart, and organs. The feeding guides on the bag are often inflated. Feed for a lean, healthy body condition, not what the bag tells you. Home mistake #2, the plastic kibble bin. Do you dump your 30-pound bag of kibble into a big plastic bin? Stop. The fats and oils in the kibble spray onto the sides of that bin. Over time, those oils oxidize and go rancid. When you on top, that rancid oil contaminates the fresh food. Dirty bowls. Your dog's food and water bowls are a breeding ground for bacteria and biofilm. You must wash them with soap and hot water every single day. It's a non-negotiable for their health. So if we're avoiding all of this, what's left? Right now, you're asking, Dr. Emma, just tell me what to buy. I'm going to tell you the brands that veterinary nutritionists widely trust, but more importantly, I tell you why we trust them. The brands that consistently meet the highest scientific standards are those that follow the World Small Animal Veterinary Association, Royal Canin, Hill's Science Diet, Eukanuba, and Iams. We trust them for 3 specific reasons. They employ full-time veterinary nutritionists, they have board-certified experts formulating their diets, not marketing teams. They conduct feeding trials. They don't just formulate a diet on a computer and sell it. They feed it to real dogs to ensure it performs as expected. This is the gold standard. They own their manufacturing plants and have rigorous quality control. They have complete oversight of their ingredients and process, which is critical for safety and consistency. These companies may not have the sexiest bags, but they have the science to back them up. That's what matters when we're talking about your dog's longevity. If this video has opened your eyes and you're ready to make a change, you must transition slowly over 7 to 10 days to avoid stomach upset. But I want to leave you with one final critical thought. Even the best kibble in the world is still a highly processed food. To truly help your dog thrive 12, you need to reintroduce what processing takes out. This does not mean you need an expensive, fresh food subscription. You can supercharge their bowl yourself. I call these bowl boosters. A spoonful of plain, unsweetened yogurt for probiotics, a small sardine for fresh omega-3s, a few crushed blueberries for powerful antioxidants, a drizzle of dog-safe bone broth for moisture and joint health. Just adding one's fresh items each day can bring so much life back into a processed diet. You are now armed with the knowledge to walk past the marketing traps and choose a food based on science, not sizzle. I want to hear from you. After watching this, what is the one change you are going to make immediately? Let me know in the comments. And if this masterclass just gave you the clarity you've been looking for, do the right thing, hit that like button and subscribe to Dr. Emma's Pet Talk.